Hello again folks, welcome to another edition of Luthier's Lair. This one is kind of an unofficial part 5 to the Project Babitar series, where I will be preparing the very first prototype for auction, with nearly all the proceeds, apart from some administration costs, going to charity. And the charity will probably be the American Cancer Society, which is kind of close to my heart since my sister died of cancer some time ago, probably about 14 years now, and my significant other suffers from the exact same ailment. So I thought this would be a good thing to do and a good gesture to auction this prototype off, and proceeds going to the American Cancer Society. So I'm looking forward to that. There's a few things that need to be done to Project Babitar still. I need to sort of finish the neck a bit better, put the logo on it, and give it a name. It's the code word. The code name is Project Babitar, but the model itself, the 25.5 inch ultra short scale model, does not have a name yet. So by the end of this video it will have a name, and I'll be putting it up for auction for charity, baby. Bait. Anyway, let's go and see the hard case that I plan to give it away in as well. Let's go have a look. Okay, here's the hard case that I'm going to be giving it away in. Nice little hard case here. And let's open it up. I've already done the business here. There you go, a nice burgundy interior. The Babitar's already in there. Of course I have to take it out and do the things I was going to do to it, that I said I was going to do to get it into decent shape. I'm actually going to replace these tuners as well, because these were an old set I had lying around for proof of concept. So the tuners are going to get replaced with some nice Geiker tuners, polish up the body a bit better, and I will be sealing and buffing down the neck, probably with shellac, and the emblem and the logo will go in here. Oh, somebody likes me. Will go in here, and of course I'll be giving it away with cleaning fluid and all sorts of accessories, a clip-on tuner, some gas-based leather patches, the usual stuff, and it will come also with a certificate of authenticity that this was the very first Babitar, Project Babitar prototype, 25.5 inch scale bass guitar. This is a nice fluffy, luxurious interior to the case, as you would expect. Full specification sheet as well will be supplied, care and cleaning tips, the whole works, you know, the whole shebang, and it will be going up for auction. The proceeds, notwithstanding some administration costs that I got to cover, but nearly all the proceeds will be going to the American Cancer Society. Indeed. It looks lovely in its case, doesn't it? But it's going to come out of there and get taken apart again. I'll also finish the wooden pickup rings and the wooden control panel here as well. Get a nice finish on them. Probably a natural stain on these with a shellac finish. I want to keep it as natural as possible. Okay, let's get to it then. Yep. Okay, so one of the finishing touches, of course, is to engrave my logo and the name of the bass on the headstock, and you probably won't be able to see what it is right now because the laser light's so blinding, but I'm going to give this 2 passes. Looks like it's oak, it's very hard to burn, and the full name of the bass is the Gas Base Bijou Babitar series. Bijou meaning small, and small but desirable, I guess. That remains to be seen, of course. But yeah, I'll be giving this a second pass, and then we'll take a quick look at the engraving afterwards. Of course, this is also a type of CNC, but it's a CNC laser using G-code, just the same way as the big wood cutter I've got does now, but it uses a bit instead of a laser. So, back in a bit. Brilliant. Okay, neck preparation. Again, I did do the engraving on the headstock, and I'll show you that later with the full name of the base on it. What I'm doing now is I am shellacking the neck, and you know, I'm not too concerned about orange peel or anything like that. I'm going to put 4 or 5, maybe 5 coats of shellac on it, very thin coats, and let it seep into the wood so that the wood's sealed. And then I'm going to sand it back, and that'll be it. That will be it. That's all I'm doing to it. I sanded the wood down to 400 grit beforehand. Yeah, you know, there's pores in there, there's grain, there's stuff like that. Well, I wanted this base to look sort of natural and organic, so I'm not going to go with a high gloss finish, or you know, or even a poly satin finish on the neck. I'm just going to shellac it, get the wood nice and sealed up, and then I'll sand it back to a smooth, beautiful, silky smooth satin finish. And that's what we're going to do. And I'm using this stuff. You can pick this up in any hardware store, anywhere really. There you go. This has always been good for me, this stuff. And I primarily use it as a sealer anyway, you know. So I could maybe go across like a piece of wood with a real sanding sealer product, and buff that back, and then go over it with shellac and buff that back too, and that gives me double protection. But with this one, it's just getting the old shellac treatment, and as you can see, the neck had a nosebleed, so I've put some paper towel in there to stop the bleeding. Just joking, right? And that's it. Obviously you could probably see the blue tape there. I masked off the fretboard, and I'm wondering, you know, I'll probably shellac the fretboard as well, but I like to keep things tidy and mask things off anyway. I'm thinking I'm going to shellac the fretboard, and then after that's all seeped in and sealed, I can then mask off the fingerboard and polish the frets, polish the shellac off the frets. That's something that kind of like Rickenbacker does. They put heavy poly on their necks, and then you have to go over the frets and scrape off all the poly. But you know, whatever. That's how they used to do it anyway. I don't know if they do it like that anymore. But that's kind of dry to the touch now, so I'm going to give it another quick mist. That'll be the 4th coat. Leave it to dry again, maybe 20 minutes, and then go over final coat. Let that seep in, and tomorrow I'll sand it back. Brilliant. So yes, early Saturday morning right now, 5 AM, my usual start on a Saturday morning. Lots of stuff to do at the weekend, so I have to get some work done early. And we're on fret polishing right now. I went over the frets with 400 grit, 1000 grit, and now I'm on the 2000 grit final polish stage, and I use these folks, fret erasers, right there. These are fantastic things, just like a pencil eraser, but they're impregnated with coarse to fine grits, the finest being the 2000, and it's a really straightforward job this. With the 2000 I'll need to go over this 30 or 40 times. 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Oh, and then bang, the camera. Fantastic. And they really, I mean, come up so nice. Of course, I fixed a couple of areas that I was getting a little fret buzz from, and it's just a case of going over all the frets. Doesn't take long, and just polish them up. All the rough edges are off them, they're very smooth now, and you can see what a great job those fret erasers really do. I mean, they're a fantastic job they do. Real good sheen for frets, look at that. Beautifully sheened up. So, after that, I'm still waiting on the new tuning pegs coming in. Should be in later today or tomorrow. And I've already shellacked and sanded and restained the neck and the trim parts of the body. So, almost ready for final assembly, ready to go up for auction. Brilliant. Okay folks, thanks for watching. That'll do it for about a little while for part 5. Part 6, which will be the final part in this series until a real production model of the Babitar series is made. Part 6 will show the final preparation for auction of the 25.5 scale length base, called the Bijou. Indeed, small, delicate, but highly desirable. So, I hope you can join me in part 6, and for the time being, stay safe, be good, and thank you very much for watching. Consider subscribing if you already have not done, and keep following. Cheers. Thanks folks. Bye bye.